everyone, it's Lighthouse Angel here. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Happy hump day. I already got the overall energy for the reading here. I was called to 3 different decks. One of them was the tea leaf cards. I don't use those very often, but I was called to use them tonight. And we have a couple of scriptures. I'm going to pull some more cards, just a couple more cards, and I've got some messages from the Lighthouse box to get more deep into this message. If you're new to this channel, I focus on taking you from zero to hero in your own life, giving you the tools and information that you need to grow and expand and evolve into the best version of yourself, and always, always, always keeping the divine number one. So let's go ahead and get started. These 3 cards came out from the animal spirit. The first one was Black Bear Spirit. It's the Guardian. It says, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Okay. I'm going to read all 3 and then we'll discuss it. And it's the Raccoon Spirit, Inventor. Decide on what you really want. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them all. Okay. And the Eagle Spirit, Mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Okay. So first thing I'm getting, if you go by the big words here, it's like something you invented that you mastered, okay, is being protected here. Okay, I'm also getting that you have a higher perspective. It says beyond the skies. You're on a journey beyond the skies. You may feel like you have 1 foot in the 5D, 1 foot in the 3D. Right? You may get guided messages from the divine on a regular basis, very clear guided messages, because you have that higher perspective, that higher connection. I'm also hearing that you hold depth when it comes to your wisdom. And I'm getting that somebody wants to protect this. Whatever this thing is that you invented. Now, it could be a business, it could be a project, it could be a piece of art, or it's we're all on different timelines, different journeys. So take it how it resonates with you when it comes to this message here, right? And they want to protect this. I'm also hearing they want to look out for you. I'm also hearing they admire your confidence and your power. Okay? I'm also hearing you are the leader of wisdom. So take that how that resonates when it comes to what it is that you're creating here. Okay? The eagle can see things from a much higher perspective, right? And this eagle, you may have one of your spiritual gifts could be visions. Like you could be somebody who has clear psychic visions. Because I'm really drawn to the eagle's eye. And it's interesting, these 3 raccoons, they're all staring at this butterfly here. It's like they're very intrigued on, you could have went through a transformation and invented something here. I'm hearing from the ground up, right? And these three individuals can't stop staring or can't stop looking or watching your transformation. I'm getting that as well. So take that how that resonates. And then we have, sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long and reach for the opportunities that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. Okay? And then if you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it is a sign that you are being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. Okay. And I feel like you are this butterfly here. I feel like you created something out of this transformation, right? That gave you this higher perspective, this, I'm hearing, wealth of wisdom. Okay? And somebody sees it, and it could be three people here, because they're really, it's really catching my eye that they're staring at this butterfly here. So three could be significant, right? They want to protect what you invented here. I'm also getting, they may also be somebody who is a visionary, who has that psychic gift as well, can see that higher perspective, can see, the purpose in what you are trying to invent here or bring to light. And it says that here, you have many roles and can juggle them all. So you could be doing, three different things here, or juggling many different things. Maybe you have a business you're creating, and then an art thing, and then a side hustle, something like that. Right? You're able to juggle it all very well. Manage time management is what I'm hearing. Okay? And you're following your vision here. Mastering I'm hearing mastering your craft. Okay? But it's time to let go of holding on to things that are weighing you down here. And it says opportunities are waiting for you. So there could be an opportunity coming in that's going to allow you to let go of everything that has been holding you and weighing you down from moving this thing forward. Okay? And the divine is saying, I'm hearing you need to grab a hold of it, right? And allow it to elevate you, because you're not going to regret it. This is divinely guided, and you should be seeing this through signs and synchronicities. So make sure you're writing them down, okay? Because what's important about the synchronicities and the numbers and the signs that you keep seeing, it could be a name, it could be a word, it could be number synchronicities. Because this is lighting the path to this opportunity. And the divine doesn't want you to second guess the path here. That way, when you write them down and it shows up, you'll be able to look at that and be like, yeah, this is I need to say yes to this. You won't doubt it, especially if you've had a past where you've been manipulated a lot or taken advantage of, or feel like you don't know who to trust, right? The divine is leading you, but you need to have the clarity of the path that they're lighting. So it's so important to write those down, because the divine can deliver signs, right? and you get blown away with the sign, and then the days roll on and you forget about it, or what have you, and then the opportunity shows up, and then maybe you might question it because you can't remember all the signs, right? How many was there? What were they all saying? So you just need to make sure that you keep track of them all, okay? Because it's going to help you make that big decision on the opportunities that are waiting for you, okay? Because beautiful things are about to happen, okay? You know, I'm just hearing someone is seeing your vision here. They want to protect it. And it could be 3 people. You know, the way these raccoons are staring at that butterfly here. Okay, and then we have the vase, which is secret admirer. We have bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. And these all popped out. All these cards popped out. I didn't pick any of these cards. And then vacation. Okay. Okay, so this person that's coming in could be a secret admirer wanting to offer you a new, you know, we did have opportunity here. So it could be a new job, a new opportunity. I'm hearing you're going to be paid well for what you offer here. It may come with a vacation, or this opportunity may be presented to you on a vacation. Okay. I'll as this unfolds, I may get more information about the secret admirer, but we'll keep it going. It says, finally, all of you have unity of mind, sympathy, and brotherly love, a tender heart, and a humble mind. Instantly what I got, this is 1 Peter 3:8. These 3 people, or I'm also getting 2 people, okay, for some reason, I'm getting 2 or 3 people who maybe they saw your idea, right? Wanting to protect it, right? Maybe they're finally coming together, because it says, finally, all of you have united of mind, sympathy, and brotherly love, a tender heart, and a humble mind. You know, maybe there's 3 or 2. I don't know what the 2 is coming up. They're coming together to have sympathy and unite their minds and their hearts, and being humble about protecting this thing that you've invented. This, like I said, it could be a business, it could be an art project or a side hustle, something that you revealed. That's what I'm hearing, something you revealed. Okay, one of them may be a secret admirer, right? They're getting ready to offer you something here. It says, I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. Psalm 9:1. Yeah. This is all divinely guided, right? This is I'm hearing this is going to create a divine story of all the wonderful things that God has done in this path for you here, okay? And it's about uniting the minds, having sympathy, brotherly love, a tender heart, and a humble mind here. This could also be defining these 2 or 3 individuals that are coming in to want to offer you this opportunity, right? And you could have seen this through signs, synchronicities, and words here. I'm hearing words have power. So take that how that resonates for you, okay? All right. I'm going to get I'm just going to get one more card and then I'll pull some messages from the Lighthouse box. But I'm hearing you're being seen here. Someone sees what you have to offer here. Okay, so take that how that resonates. So keep moving forward. I'm hearing it has value. Okay, maybe you're questioning like, I don't know, does this thing have value? Should I keep working and investing on it? And the divine is here saying yes. Okay, so the card that came out is change of wind, and that's this change coming in here. Let me see. Yeah, this is the truth. At the bottom of the deck, we have truth be told. This is the divine saying this is the truth here. This message is for you. Okay? But the card that came out is number 12. That could be significant. It says a change in the wind here. This is going to bring in change, which is why the divine is saying, let go, leave behind what's weighing you down, grab this opportunity because you're not going to regret it. Okay? This is what's going to create change in your life. Okay? I'm also hearing we had truth be told, okay? I'm also hearing your integrity is priceless. That's what I just heard. So you may be walking in your truth and integrity on what it is that you're doing here. You know, whatever you invented here. Zebras could be significant to you. You may see zebras. And interesting, this zebra has this, I don't know what you would call that, like a gazebo on its back here. But on the very top, it's a compass. I feel like this person is divinely guided to come into your life and guide you and direct you with this invention here. I'm hearing next level. This person is meant to come into your life and guide you with what you invented to the next level. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? And they're going to create this change, right? This is divinely guided, right? This person may come with a unity of mind, sympathy, and brotherly love, a tender heart, a humble mind. That could be how the divine is describing this person. Or I said 2 or 3, so that, it could be another person, 3 people. That's just, take that how that resonates, but that's what's coming up. We also have 3 here. And we have 12 there. All right, let's get some messages from the Lighthouse box. But this is really good. This is, this is like a bag of money. So whoever is coming in that wants to support your vision, that's what I'm also hearing, support your vision, your dream, they're going to honor the value of it and pay you so that you can let go of something here. Maybe you're trying to juggle a lot of things, and by this person coming in, you're able to release the weight of having to do so much to keep everything balanced here. Okay? But it's very positive. Okay. All right. Let's see. It's so interesting when I have these the same messages come out from my boxes here because I think I have over 600 different messages. So for the same ones to come out, the message is very loud, okay? And this came out in, I think, last week's reading, which is, from one small seed of kindness, friendship grows, okay? And, maybe this person or people are coming in to offer this seed of kindness, or you may have offered this seed of kindness to somebody, right? And now they're coming in to give back here. I'm also hearing you humbled them. Take that how that resonates. You humbled them, right? But this is the from one small seed of kindness, friendship grows. I'm getting like this is the seed of change here. This is like the change in the wind. Okay? And it's like blowing these leaves this way. This has like leaves blowing, right? You're going to get, I'm hearing a new friendship, right? And from the seed, things are going, I'm hearing, are going to take off, right? From the seed of kindness here. Okay. We have the Two of Cups. And this is this could be a friendship. This could be a partnership. This also could be a love opportunity. Exchanging cups here. Cups represent love, emotion. Okay? So this could be, a business partnership or love opportunity, right? Through a small seed that was planted. I'm hearing small seed that was planted by the divine here. Okay? Let's see. I just heard this small seed that was planted by the divine, and you'll know what this is, okay, is going to grow into a ginormous abundance of fruit. That's what I just heard. Even if you make the wrong choice, God will turn it for your good, so you can't lose. Okay. And I've said this before. Now, if you're worried about, oh, wow, okay, I've got this great opportunity here. This person or persons, as I will say, is coming in to offer this opportunity here, okay? But it's going to require me to make big changes in my life here, okay? Maybe you have to release something. You have to let things go where you have to put all your faith in one direction, right? And that direction may be uncertain because this is something new coming in. But I think the divine has been prepping you for this decision by the guidance of these reoccurring numbers, signs, and words here. Okay? Because they know, based on your experiences of the past, you don't want to make a wrong decision here. I'm hearing, I don't have time to make bad choices. Right? So, the divine is here reminding you that even if you think it may be the wrong choice, they're going to turn it around to make it in your favor, right? So you can't lose. And I've always said that. There is no wrong decision. Because whatever decision you make, even if it doesn't turn out to be the best, God will turn it into somehow it will benefit your life. Okay, so there is no wrong choice. The only wrong choice is not making one. Okay? Staying stuck. Because no matter what you make going forward, it's going to evolve you. It's going to expand you. It's going to bring growth into your life. Right? It's, a lesson or a blessing, but each are going to grow and shape you into a better version of yourself. Okay? So don't fear the unknown here. Okay? Because you are being divinely guided here. Okay? And I keep hearing whatever vacation you're being offered here, or I'm hearing time out, or maybe you're going to take a vacation or meet this person on a vacation, however it resonates, right? You know, and kites fly in the wind here, and we have change of wind. Okay? You earned this. That's what I'm hearing. You earned this. Or I'm also hearing, once you let go of what's weighing you down here, so you can grab onto this opportunity, this partnership, you need to take a vacation. That's what I'm also getting. It says, faith is a place of mastery where we find the courage to believe in what we cannot see and the strength to let go of our fear of uncertainty. Oh my gosh, that is just what I just said, right? You've got to believe in the unseen and let go of your fears and have the courage to step into the truth of what you're being guided to do. That's what I'm hearing. You got to believe in the unseen here because the divine is guiding you here. Okay? You got to have faith. And we have mastery here. We have mastery here. It says faith is a place of mastery. Okay. So, let's see what else. God freed me from all my fears. Okay, here's another thing about fear. Okay. It says Psalm 34:4. So, you may have, you know, these people, person, or you may have been having fears about this opportunity, or you may feel fear when it arrives, or uncertainty, right? But I'm hearing you've mastered your faith here, finding the courage to believe in the unseen and let go. And God has freed you from these fears. Okay? Right? Because now you understand that there's no wrong choice here. Because as long as you're making a choice, it can be used for transformation. Okay? It can be used to make change in your life. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. Oh, okay. I'm hearing the guiding light. And that could be the secret admirer here, okay? Right? You may see yourself that you're just, one person in this world, but they see you as, I'm hearing everything, okay? When it comes to your idea, your invention, your perspective, your mindset, your heart, right? I'm hearing you're the leader. That's what I heard. You're the leader. Faith over fear. Okay, this is the third confirmation about fear. Somebody could be the person coming to you or persons, or this could be you as well. Right? But I'm speaking to someone where God freed you from your fears, right? Now you have faith over fear. You've mastered your faith here, and you found the courage to believe in what you can't see, the unknown, right? Letting go of needing to have all the answers, right, in order to take action here. And faith, is what I'm getting. Faith is operating out of that higher vibration, right? Out of the energy of love, right? Fear is on your shadow side. That's your ego trying to control the narrative, right? It's trying to keep you stuck, stagnant, not seeing the blessing here. I'm also seeing beach is in this photo, so you could be going to the beach. This might be your vacation here. Could be Hawaii. That's sticking out for that flower there. Yeah. Make sure you keep in alignment with faith here. Believing in the unseen. Believing where the divine is guiding you here. Okay? Nothing great ever comes that easy. Yeah, what I'm getting is like, I'm hearing slog. So, you may have juggled many things, right? Because that came with this. It says, you have many roles and can juggle them all, okay? And it's been a heavy burden because it's talking about weighing you down here. I just heard, but it turned you into something great, right? It wasn't easy, but nothing in life worth having comes easy, right? You got to do the hard work. You have to make that investment, right? But now it's going to pay off here, right? And this thing that's coming in, right? This opportunity, this person, this partnership, right? That's divinely guided here. May take you out of your comfort zone, right? Which isn't easy. But it's opportunities like this that create the biggest change, right? Taking that leap, right? Trusting the unknown. We have the High Priestess. Okay, the High Priestess is silent. So you could be spiritually gifted as well. It could be the thing that you invented here. A high priestess is someone who's spiritually gifted, has a lot of spiritual gifts, psychic gifts. She's also somebody who's reserved, quiet, keeps to herself. He or she, we don't do gender here. This thing that you invented here could be operated or something you created that you co-created with the divine, right? Through your downloads, through your connection with your spiritual gifts, your gifts. I'm hearing your gifts are what created this or led you down the path. Okay? And someone who is spiritually gifted like this, it can make people like, whoa, okay, I don't know. Should I be afraid of this or should I have faith in this, right? So, but, this is divinely guided here, right? This is you stepping into, I heard stepping into your higher power. Okay? This is your purpose. I'm speaking to somebody who has stepped into their high priestess energy and is co-creating some sort of invention, some project or business or something that where you're working with the divine and they're leading you on this path, right? I'm hearing it's powerful. So it can create fear in others if they're just, you know, not understanding or seeing the path, but you were willing to step into your purpose, right? Even though it wasn't easy here. That's what I'm getting as well. Okay? So make sure that you celebrate yourself, right? That despite your fears, right? You went and planted those seeds, right? Those divinely guided seeds. Love is not finding someone to live with. Love is finding someone you can't live without. Okay. And you know what's interesting is that it kind of goes with this. You know, it's black and white here, right? I feel like, and saying that, I feel like this person is in the light, okay? I feel like this person sees your perspective, sees understands what you're trying to create here, sees your vision, right? And walking in the light here. They may even carry the light within themselves. I'm also getting that as well, right? But this person, you know, it says, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. Yeah, this person sees you, I'm hearing, as everything, right? And they're looking for somebody that they can't live without, right? That I'm also hearing beautiful soul with purpose. That's what I'm hearing. Beautiful soul with purpose, right? And they're coming in to support you with this. And they, you know, they may also be uneasy or nervous about, you know, taking this leap towards you because you're in this high priestess energy. I just heard, you're unlike anyone I've ever met. That's what I just heard. So take that how it resonates, right? You're unique. And I just heard wow. That's all I heard. I just heard wow. Okay. So I feel like that's the secret admirer here. Okay. And I feel like you're both looking for something real, right? No time wasters, right? There's no more time to waste on games, manipulation, right? I feel like, you know, you're looking for truth, light, and purpose here. And I feel like that's what you can't live without. For I am the Lord your God who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. Isaiah 41:13. Again, we're talking about fear here. It says, do not fear. For I am the Lord your God who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, I will help you. Yeah, and this is like 3 confirmations about fear here. Okay? This, you know, this divinely guided person, I said earlier, like, they're going to help take you to the next level, right? Be your compass for what you're trying to create here. And God is also, that's how this scripture, I'm seeing it in two different ways. That's from the card perspective, but from the scripture perspective here is that, God has your right hand. He says, don't fear. I'm walking you through this, through the seeds that we've planted here, right? And the divine is going to continue to guide you even after this opportunity arrives here, right? I'm hearing, the divine is always with you. You're never alone. You're never alone here. Go easy on yourself. Whatever you do today, let it be enough. Yeah. Don't try to do too much. We talked about you have many roles and can juggle them all, okay? Or juggle them well. It's like, be easy on yourself, right? Make sure you're doing what you need for self-care, right? Refilling your cup, because when this person comes in, you want to be able to give them a full cup, right? You want to be able to offer something that's equal to what they're going to give you, right? You you don't have anything to offer if your cup is empty, right? So make sure you take the time for self-care, investing in yourself here, because these seeds are getting ready to produce fruit. That's what I just heard. Okay. Yeah, we have the 10 of Cups. Okay. This is wish fulfillment, right? This person or opportunity, and the 10 of Cups, this is, emotional fulfillment. This is like your dreams coming true when it comes to emotionally, relationship wise, like your person, your life partner, you're having a beautiful family, having all the things, right? Having your cup overflow. That's what I heard. I'm also hearing this person is offering you a cup, but it's bringing 10 more. Okay, that's also what I heard. Okay, this is emotional fulfillment. And this is because, you believed in the guidance of the divine to plant these seeds here. Okay? As, holding the hand of God as he leads you here. And now it's leading you to a love or opportunity that you can't live without. Right? Something that's spiritually gifted here. This is also, High Priestess is someone who, can see the future, can see visions. It, can be an array of different spiritual gifts, right? I'm hearing more to come from that. So the divine may be blessing you with more spiritual gifts once this shows up as well. I'm also getting like this bag of money, and then you have the 10 of Cups. This is like equal to me as it's like you have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and that's like having it all, right? This person may bring everything. That's what I'm hearing. Could be bringing everything to your door. Okay. Failure is the mother of success. Okay. So you may have thought something was a failure. Okay. And again, I've said this over and over. There is no failure. there are lessons, right? And it's what you do with that lesson is what makes all the difference, right? Do you use it to mold and change you and expand and grow from it? Or do you choose to allow it to keep you stuck and stagnant, right? And I'm speaking to someone who has, flipped the script on everything that on your path to become a success, whether that's a lesson, a purpose, right? I'm hearing growing, it's a path that mold and shaped you into your purpose here. And I feel like because you were allowing the divine to guide you here, right? You were allowing him to heal you, so that you could grow and expand and evolve, right? Beyond any failure. That's what I'm hearing. Or what perceived to be a failure, right? But everything's, it comes back to this right here. Even if you make the wrong choice, God will turn it for your good, so you can't lose. That's this. It's like there is no failure. The failure is not doing anything. That's the failure. Because any decision that you make, even if you perceive it to be the wrong decision, it's going to be used for your greater good. God will use it for your greater good, even though you may not see it at the time because it's painful. But that pain is what creates change. We never grow and evolve when everything is, going great in our lives. No, it's in the pain that we have that choice to grow, change, and evolve. Sometimes forced, sometimes it's a choice. Right? But that pain has purpose. Some people use it as a purpose to stay stuck because of their mindset. But that's not who I'm speaking to today. Right? You chose yourself, invested in yourself into an idea. You saw a vision, and you're like, I don't know where it's going to take me. But no matter what happens, I'm not staying stuck, and I know God will turn it into good in my life. And the divine's like, yeah, I'm helping you here. Just keep hold of my right hand. Don't fear, right? Because I'm leading you into your blessings here. Okay? Hold the vision, trust the process. Yeah, that's like what I just said. You held the vision on this, and your visions. Now, if you have a vision board, I'm getting this as well. If you have a vision board, and I'll talk about that in a second, but if you have a vision board, this person or people are going to manifest your vision boards, whatever's on your vision board here. This is the divine leading you to these people are going to bring alive your vision. Okay? Now, if you don't have a vision board, I highly suggest getting one, okay? Turn it into a craft, something that there's no rules on how you create a vision board. Make it unique to yourself, right? Vision what you want for your future. Okay? And you can do it from all angles. Like, you can do it on, where you want to be emotionally, where you want to be. It doesn't have to be all about materialism, right? But really sit down and think about, okay, who do I want to be? Where do I want to grow to? What is my vision for myself, my life, my purpose? pray to the divine to get the answers so you can put that vision on something. And when you do that, it keeps you moving forward because you're looking forward on this board. You're not looking back, you're looking forward. So when you feel like doubts and fears come up, you go to your vision board and it gets you in that forward thinking. Okay? But it also gets you to focus on manifesting where you're going. Okay? Having faith, trusting the divine as he leads you here towards your vision. Having faith over fear and believing in the unseen that he is planting the seeds that are going to lead your vision into becoming a reality. Okay? Vision boards are very powerful, especially if you're somebody who is, someone who holds, rather look at pictures, right, than words. A lot of people do vision boards where it's just words, right? Some people do it where it's all pictures. So do what works for you, but it's better to have something than nothing, okay? Because you want to focus on where you're going, okay, not where you are. And by doing so, it gets you out of this fear energy, fear of making a choice, fear of going forward, and believing in the unseen. Be proud of how far you've come. Yeah, for those of you who have done that, you need to be proud of how far you've come, right? Facing your fears here and replacing them with faith. Because what you believe is what's going to come to you. It's like what you think about, you bring about. What your mind, your thoughts, your beliefs, what you speak, what you hold in your heart, your soul, right? It all aligns up to what you want. And once it does, and you believe it, even though you can't see it, it's only a matter of time before it finds its way to you, okay? That's why vision boards they help with your alignment, okay? We have the Two of Wands here, okay? And this person is looking at the world, okay? And we got world here, okay? I'm hearing this person is getting ready to expand your invention here. You could be expanding their mind. But the Two of Wands is going next level. I also said that this person is like the compass, and this zebra is in the clouds here. So it's like this person or persons, right? They carry a higher perspective, a higher level perspective with the compass on their back. So it's like they're going to be the guide to expansion, to guiding you, to taking this to a higher level. This is a confirmation of that. Okay. I just heard you are the gift here. Life is too short to wait. Okay. Life is too, maybe that's what this person is thinking, And I'm getting it with this. It's like, maybe this person is worried about, well, what if I make the wrong choice here? Okay. Maybe you come with a lot of spiritual gifts. This could make someone uncomfortable if they're not, familiar or have seen or, it can make people hesitant because, maybe they don't believe in the unseen or that wasn't something, their perspective wasn't at that level, right? So, but I feel like this person or persons, right, is being guided by the divine, right? And the divine is like, the only wrong choice you're going to make here is not making one. Life is too short to wait. Okay? And also, life is too short to wait on making this decision here of releasing what's weighing you down. Okay? So maybe when you get this job opportunity or this money or this raise or however it is for you, don't wait to take action on releasing what's weighing you down here, okay? I'm hearing you're meant to be free, all right? You're not meant to be tied down here. It's your turn to be free, free to live your vision. Live your visions here, okay? And releasing any fear here, because this person is bringing in, especially if you've been looking for someone. This person may be looking for someone. You may be looking for someone who has emotional depth, right? That you can have deep conversations about a multitude of different things, right? This person's going to bring that, okay? They are deep as well. Okay, and maybe that's what you've been waiting for. Maybe you prayed to the divine and said, you know what? I can't find anyone that can meet me where I'm at. So could you, bring in my person? And that might be the seed. I heard seed that was dropped in your lap. That's what I heard. It was dropped in your lap. Okay? So when this comes in, you need to take action, right? Releasing the burdens and write down any of these reoccurring numbers, words, signs, anything that seems to be repeating itself. You need to write it down so that when this shows up, there is no doubt, right? Okay? Because this might be different than what you're used to. This could be, let's just say, maybe you're taking this invention to the next level, right? This could be like an executive or a bigwig or something like that, right? Where you're not used to dealing with those kind of people or being in that kind of environment, right? It's going to get you out of your comfort zone, right? And the divine doesn't want you to have doubts, right? Keeping that faith over fear, knowing that you're worthy and deserving of this. Or if it pertains to love, right? And you've had bad experiences in the past, the divine may be leading you through synchronicities so that you don't second guess this, because it could look and feel different from what you've experienced in the past as well. Okay? But you carry the light here, right? This person sees you, as everything, okay? And now they want to invest in you. So life's too short to sit in fear, right? That's going to keep you stagnant. Keep going. Be in faith, knowing that your seeds are turning into fruit now. And everything's working out according to your vision, right? Because you're holding it. And if you don't have a vision board, get one. And you can go on, I should say, make one, right? Get into that creative energy and get on the internet and see how you can create one. They're fun and they get you excited about the future, okay? Especially when you feel like, the darkness is overwhelming, or you feel stuck and you can't seem to get unstuck in maybe your thinking, it can really help you move beyond that, okay? Says, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Yeah, you carry the inner light, or this person carries the inner light here. And they're seeing you through the lens of love here. Right? Okay? You carry the light. And I'm also hearing, you are going to, if this is love, okay? I feel like you're going to show the world what love looks like. True love looks, what true love really looks like. That carries the light within. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. All right. And maybe this might have been your pattern in the past. Love is finding someone to live with. Maybe you had lived with people, right? And, maybe you were settling in the past and you've embarked on, you know what? I'm not settling. I deserve the highest level of love. I carry this huge inner light, huge heart here. And, now I'm going to choose someone that, has the depth that I require, in order to, have that deep connection, right? And the divine has planted that seed for you. Okay. Yeah. So whatever's coming in right now is going to be very powerful, okay? Powerful job, powerful love, powerful, okay? It says you are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. Okay. And and I said, before this came out, I said, this love, right, is going to show the world what true love is. Because this is what I'm getting. This love walks in truth. Okay? And it's going to show people how to look through a different lens. That's what I'm getting. A lens of truth. Okay? And it's going to be very powerful because it's using your light, using your truth to get people to see things in a different perspective, and it's going to be powerful. It says number 31. So we have 333 and 31. Okay, if you see those numbers, it's just a confirmation that this is your reading. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organization skills and to manifest them to life. Yeah, that's about, being able to do multiple things right. Multiple things right. I guess that's what I'm supposed to say. It says, I am disciplined, right? You may be doing multiple projects, multiple things that it's a mix of both practicality and imagination. It's powerful, and it's bringing the truth to light. That's what I'm hearing. It's bringing the truth to light. It's also bringing your vision. It's your turn. It's your turn. You also need to be in the energy to receive this, okay? You need to make sure you're focusing on self-care, taking care of you so you can be, so you can give 100% to what this is coming in, okay? All right, that's the message I have for you today. I hope it's resonated with you. If not, check back tomorrow. I do daily readings Monday through Friday. But until then, I hope you have a great and wonderful Wednesday, walking in that truth and light. And I'm sending you so much love and light. So take care.